Nigga, fuck is you talking about? Welcome back, bitch ass nigga. And it's like that. It's your host with the most quantity cash money, nigga. We finna get into a nigga named Dowop. You feel me? He's from Harlem, New York. He's a drug kingpin. Fuck is you talking about? He's one of the realest in the game. If y'all don't know, I'm not even gonna get into it like that deep. But we finna react to one of his videos. He's one of the friends of Rich Porter. If you know anything about Paid in Full, nigga, then you know who Money Making Mitch is. If you know anything about Money Making Mitch, he's a real person. His real name is Rich Porter, and he got money back in the day with Alpo, who is technically another nigga in the movie. But you know, everybody got their different names. But we finna get into this nigga because nobody got into this nigga. I don't think nobody really know about this nigga, but we finna know about this nigga today, bitch. Let's get it. I like that was said. He said he believed he didn't have no fucking guidance as a kid. I like that he said that these is quotes coming from his book. I just peeped that. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I keep talking about this kid shit. Niggas keep forgetting about these kids. These kids gonna one day grow to be adults, nigga.
All these big dudes, and all of them used to come up to see my cousin, man. All of them used to wait for hours to stand on the block. I was there. They used to stand on the block and wait for them to come downstairs. All of these dudes, Rip Porter, Alpo, everybody who could name that had a lot of money used to wait for us. Yeah, you know, Alpo and Tad, you know, do 2 on 2 against Milwaukee, you know, for $5,000 a man. Unfortunately, they never won a game against us, never. The only time they won a game against us is when we went to Bear Mountain and we played for $5,000 a man on a full court. And the game actually was 200. We lost that game, but they were scared to come pick up the money. I don't know why, but you know, we gave them that money. We had it in the cars and all that, and that was not a problem at all.
They say that nigga said $5,000 a body. Fuck is you talking about? They play for $5,000 per person out that bitch, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? They got money, nigga. They not playing, nigga. They got $5,000 per person, nigga. You talking about you got 150 keys in that bag? 150 bricks in that bag, nigga? You got 150 bricks in that bag, nigga? He got 150 bricks in that bag, nigga.
Alpo feared Dowop. He had big respect for him. He knew Dowop get busy. And Alpo asked Dowop, hey man, can I go crazy? Can I wild out today, Dowop? Like, yeah, do you, man. Now, you gotta ask somebody if you can wild out. It's true to everything. Nobody came out in the woodworks to say Alpo was scared of Dowop for no reason. There was a reason for somebody saying that, you know?
I mean, one time we was in VA, and we had all the Porsches lined up. That same picture wound up being on VH1, the crack ever. We had all the Porsches lined up, and Wop had this 911 turbo, twin turbo, slant nose at the time in the 80s. $50,000 cars, $100,000 cars, and money in your pocket. You running around like the most gangster.
What's going on in our era?
Here say or talk, you ain't really know that, man. You ain't really talk to.
Man, I really want to say this, bro. These is young niggas. Don't forget that. These are 17-year-old, 16-year-old, 15-year-old young niggas. These is young niggas, bro. And they got foreigns, bro. You see the shit that they sitting in, bro? Do you see the shit that this nigga's out in Miami in, bro? Do you see the shit that these niggas is in, bro? These niggas, the nigga got the picture. Man, I ain't even finna do it. Fuck it. We just finna get right into it. Fuck it. I'm not even finna do all that. Yeah. We just gonna get into it. But yeah, this is what the fuck I was talking about. These niggas is getting real money. Like, niggas not getting money these days like this, bro. All that drug dealing shit ain't getting no money for real, bro. Like how they was getting that shit, bro. They damn was millionaires back then at the time.
Bro, like that's what we looked up to. That's what was going on in our era.
Sugar Hill, baby.
This dear, sweet America.
Forbes reports on a remark by a former Nixon aide hinting that the war on drugs had a hidden purpose. That President Nixon saw the drug crackdown as a way to arrest blacks. Ehrlichman also claimed that the White House knew they were lying about drugs.
It came a time where the only way that we could have been fed was through the drug thing. Doo-Wop dreams was to become a professional basketball player like his father, who was all city and had a chance to play in the NBA. Watching old gangster movies with his uncle, and growing up in the Sugar Hill section of Harlem would change his course.
Sit down at night, we watched nothing but gangster movies, you know, and I knew one day that if he got in this game, he was gonna be on top of it.
So you watched him, bro?
I watched him, bro. You know, I watched him come from the corner to the big house.
It's peaceful.
Getting knowledge from his uncle, and watching the Godfather movie, he learned honor, respect, love, loyalty, and to protect your family at all cost.
Never tell anyone outside the family what you're thinking you're getting.
Doo-Wop understood the difference from drug dealers and gangsters and wanted to be more gangster than drug dealer. He became smarter than the ones that would eventually pass the game to his generation. Doo-Wop, Craig O, Mike Fields, Brent, Mike Jitz, and George Sweets all grew up together in Sugar Hill.
They not explaining really Sugar Hill. Okay, so Sugar Hill is where, you know, they sell a lot of heroin and crack at, but it's really known for heroin. In Harlem, that's the thing. So people gotta realize that too. Niggas gotta the era was different. So this is why they called it Sugar Hill. So with that being said, there was a lot of kingpins and different things like that of that nature. But we gonna see if he was running Sugar Hill at the time, because I don't know.
They were all tough young kids, but had their minds on making money as early as 10 years old. Their first hustles was breaking into video games and bubblegum machines, taking the change and splitting the money up evenly. Around this time, Craig O met a young kid who moved in the area and introduced him to the rest of his friends. That young kid was Richard Porter. As they got older, their money dreams would grow with it.
Listen to me very carefully so you have a crystal clear understanding of how things was. It was a time when Harlem was narcotic central for the eastern seaboard, from Maine to Miami and everything east of the Mississippi River. If a motherfucker wanted some heroin, he had to come to Harlem.
And this is where Sugar Hill gets the tag from. This is where all of that shit comes from. This is where that shit like derives from. People don't know that. I don't believe in this generation, but yeah.
Doo-Wop had uncles in the drug game, but they kept him from around it. But there was other players in the neighborhood that would be the roadmap for his success. In the 70s, heroin was king, and it made a lot of people millionaires in a short period of time from his neighborhood. In Doo-Wop's first day of junior high school, he met a guy called L.A., and they became good friends. Doo-Wop and L.A. would hang out in each other's neighborhood, where Doo-Wop would introduce him to Craig O and
L.A. was a friend of Rich Porter's. This is also a young nigga that people don't really know about. We gonna get into him next also. So I'm glad they brought him up. He's another nigga we finna get into, but he's also a young drug dealer, and they actually real tight. So yeah, they finna get into that anyway. But yeah.
That same year, while still in junior high school, Doo-Wop got his hands on some heroin, and along with L.A., they sold it all in one day. D-Ferg, who is the father of rapper A$AP Ferg, was well known in Harlem around this time. Him and Doo-Wop became real good friends, and D-Ferg would make him custom clothes that would match the cars Doo-Wop was driving. This was before anyone else was putting brands on clothing. People went crazy for this new style that D-Ferg created, and put orders in for jackets, pants, and sweatshirts just like it. Doo-Wop in L.A. first year in high school, they were making thousands a day, working for an older guy named Don Mack on 127th Street and 8th Avenue, who got killed soon after. His brother Ron Mack would pick up from where he left off, but he got arrested shortly after for a stolen car, leaving
Bro, this is funny as fuck. So the older niggas in the game ain't even surviving that fucking long. And then that's another thing too. They bringing these little ass niggas into this shit, and they not allowing them to be kids. They taking their innocence away without even realizing. Well, they realizing this shit and probably just not giving a fuck, cause these probably just some badass kids to them. But this is the problem. We gonna get into these niggas stories, cause a lot of these young niggas ended up dying from this situation. So you never really want to get into that transpiring of what really happens after you tap into somebody's life and you touch them. Do you really want to bring positivity into their life, or do you want to bring growth into their life, or do you want to bring death? Do you want to bring negativity? Do you want to bring them down?
Up in LA to eventually become the young trendsetters for the new generation of Harlem hustlers. He bought some grams of cocaine and then was introduced to a family friend who had some of the best cocaine in the city at the time. Fish scale coke. It was called fish scale because of the rainbow crystal-like colors and the appearance of scales similar to a fish. From a few grams of cocaine to being supplied with kilos. At 15 years old, Dowop had what none of the other young guys had at the time. His own connect, setting the pace for the up-and-coming young hustlers to follow.
We gonna get into the rest of this. I'm a part 2 this, 3 this, you feel me? It's like a long video, but yeah. I'm really trying to get y'all to acknowledge that these niggas is touching money like tens and hundreds of thousands and like millions at a young ass age. This, like he just literally said, this nigga is 15. These niggas was doing this in middle school. Like this is where they started type shit. When we get into Rich Porter, he's also starting in middle school. Like niggas need to really check their mindset when they be fucking with these kids, bro. I'm gonna keep saying this. The more I acknowledge the gangster stories and shit, the more I pay attention to a lot of these situations. A lot of this shit gets shifted by the adults fucking with the children and what they choose to teach them and what they choose not to teach them, how they choose to reach them and what they choose not to reach them with. So y'all let me know what the fuck y'all think in the comments. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with folks so far. I fuck with him. He seemed like he actually finna be a real nigga. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. I'm out.
Hey, gotta know your purpose, understand what worth is. These snakes is lurking, observing, trying to close your curtains. These hoes be